Hi guys, this is Jeff at Slavens Racing. This video is about rear sprocket weights and service life. Alright, so I've got these lined up according to their weight, the lightest being on the left, heaviest being on the right. And so these two on the left here are both alloy sprockets, aluminum alloy. This is a Sunstar, that one is a Renthal. This one we don't carry because they've got availability issues, so we're not carrying that at the moment. We do have one coming in that looks very similar to this, only it's in black, and it's by Warp 9. And it will be, and I'll talk price points too here in a minute. So let's continue on with the weight first. All right, so you see I've got my little fish scale over here. I'll plug that in. I'm doing this by myself, so lower your expectations. It's kind of hard to do both two things at once here. Okay. All right, this one weighs about 3/4 of a pound. This one weighs slightly less, about 1/10 less. This is about 1.25 pounds, 1.28. This one's 1.45, we'll say 1.5 pounds. And 1.75 pounds. Okay. All right, so I like to keep my bikes as light as I can. So I always run alloy sprockets, like one of these two. Sometimes I run this brand, which is Dirt Tricks, or the competing brand of this, which is DDC. Those two brands look almost identical and are basically the same product as far as they're made out of the same materials. All right, these two are both aluminum alloy. This one is a chromoly steel. This one is a high carbon steel. This is made by JT. And this one is, they don't say, this is a moose. The literature does not say what it is, so I'm assuming that this outer ring is high carbon steel. I think if it was chromoly, they would use that as a buzzword in their marketing. So I'm going to go with high carbon steel. All right, these two are going to wear out the fastest. This one will last 2 to 2.5 times longer. This one will probably last about 2 times longer, and so will this one. All right, price points. So the Renthal, the orange one here, is $88. We do have the Warp 9 alloy ones coming in just a couple of days, and they're going to be about $50. So that's a good price point, $50 for an alloy rear sprocket. These are $112. I think the DDCs are a similar price point. This is definitely the price king right here. It's about 30 bucks. And this one is $69.95. Okay. All right, so I'm actually going to try this steel one. I'm going to mount this up on one of my spare wheels. I've got several wheels, so I'm going to put that on one of them and just try it out. Because for 30 bucks, I mean, it's hard to go wrong. And being a high carbon steel, it's going to have a good service life. It will probably be 2 times longer than the alloy ones. As far as weight goes, like I said, I like to keep my bikes light, but where this weight is located doesn't make a big difference in performance because it's in the center of the hub. It's fairly easy to spool them up while, the engine. So I don't think that's a concern. Like a big heavy tire is a big problem, but a heavier sprocket is not. And hopefully this just helps you make an informed decision so you know what you're getting. I think some guys think that these twin ring style sprockets, whether it be this brand or Super Sprox or Renthal or whatever, I think guys tend to think that those are lightweight, but they're not, because they still have the steel on the outside of them. And this one being a chromoly steel, that's a very strong material. They're able to machine more of the metal away and keep it reasonably light. All right, guys, I know this is kind of a boring video, but hopefully it, like I mentioned before, just helps you make an informed decision so you know what you're getting. Light, heavier, heavier yet, and the heaviest. And then the different price points. So if you would like us on Instagram and Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, give us a shout out once in a while. Please stop by our store. We've got a beautiful store here in Colorado Springs. We've also got a great, very easy to use online store. Or if you have questions, call us. We answer our phone. We're one of the few in the industry that actually answers the phone every time it rings. So you don't have to leave messages, you don't do any of that stuff. We answer our phone. There might be a rare exception of that on a Monday when the phones are melting down. We don't have enough people to cover all the calls. But for the most part, if you need some help, give us a call. We're always glad to help. My guys are well trained and can advise you as to what goodies to get for your bike. All right, guys, hope to see you out on the trail. That's all for now.